to study the activity, that is how chlorophyll is essential for photosynthesis. Now, before we go to this activity, what we have to first do is we have to take a potted plant. Potted plant with a variegated potted plant. Variegated with variegated leaves. Variegated leaves means if a leaf is having patches of green and non-green pigments or non-green patches, that is called as your variegated leaf. Now look into this picture. This is a plant with variegated leaves. Here you can see here these patchy areas, they represent the green part, or we can say they are green just because of the presence of the chlorophyll, whereas these white areas, they represent your non-green part. So what we have to do in this particular experiment is, first step is destarching the plant. Now what we have to do, we have to take this plant and we have to go for destarching. Now what do you exactly mean by destarching? Destarching means removal of your starch from the plant body. Before conducting the experiment, we are doing an experiment on chlorophyll. Chlorophyll, you know, chlorophyll is essential for the process of photosynthesis. And this chlorophyll, it is essential for the synthesis of the glucose which is being stored in form of starch. So if earlier plant is already having a starch, we may not get the proper result. So what we have to do is, we have to first destarch the plant. And how will we destarch the plant? By keeping it in a dark room for 2 to 3 days or for 48 to 72 hours. If you are keeping it in dark room for 2 to 3 days, then this plant gets destarched. 2 to 3 days in dark room, that is called as your destarching. After destarching, what you will do after 2 to 3 days, you will take this potted plant and you will put it in the sunlight. For how many hours? Put in sunlight for 3 to 4 hours. So when you put it in the sunlight for 3 to 4 hours, the plants which are green, the green areas of the leaf, since they have the chlorophyll, they will start preparing the food. Okay, so photosynthesis will occur. After 3 to 4 hours, what we have to do is, you have to pluck out one leaf from that particular plant body. So you have to pluck a leaf, pluck the leaf from the spotted plant. Then you have to go for the experiment. Now when you have to go for the experiment, what you have to first do? You have to first boil the leaf. Boil the leaf in alcohol. Now why is this? Sorry, you have to boil the leaf in water. Now why do you go for boiling the leaf in water? Now when you are boiling the leaf in water, the leaf cells earlier when you had plucked it, they are all living cells. You cannot do an experiment on living cells. So what you have to do is, you are going to kill the cells. So that is how that is why you will be boiling the leaf in water so as to kill the cells. Now after boiling it in water, what you will be doing is, next you will be going for boiling in alcohol. Now this leaf contains your chlorophyll pigment. So in order to remove this chlorophyll pigment, what you have to do? You have to go for boiling it in alcohol. Now a precaution which you have to take is, whenever you are boiling the leaf in alcohol, you cannot directly put it in a test tube and you cannot show it over the flame. What you have to do? You have to supply indirect heat to this leaf. So this is the leaf which you have put in the alcohol. Now so this test tube is having alcohol and this beaker is having water, and you are heating this beaker. Now when you are heating the beaker, the water is getting heated up and this alcohol will also be getting heated up, and the chlorophyll pigment which is present in this leaf, that will be getting removed out. And why are we supplying indirect heat to this particular alcohol? Because alcohol is highly inflammable. So if it catches fire easily, so we cannot take it directly over the flame and we cannot show it. Otherwise, we will be suffering from some accident. So we are boiling it in alcohol, but we are taking the help of a water bath to do this. Now, after boiling it in alcohol, the leaf cells, they become very stiff. So what you have to do is, you have to put it in warm water so as to soften the leaves. Okay, after putting it in the warm water, now you have to go for putting iodine solution. Put iodine solution on it. Now when you put iodine solution on it, what will happen? Now this is experiment, what we will observe now. In this particular part, this middle area is your patchy area. That means green, the chlorophyll pigment is present in the middle part. So when we go for putting the iodine solution, okay, when we will put iodine solution on the sleeve, so what will we find? We will find that this middle part, okay, where the chlorophyll was present, okay, now that part will turn to blue-black. A blue-black coloration will be observed in that region where chlorophyll was present, whereas other parts will not show this blue-black coloration. So this blue-black coloration, when you add iodine to the sleeve, shows that this is the area where the chlorophyll was present, and since chlorophyll was present, that is why the plant is able to synthesize, or this part of the leaf is able to synthesize the food, whereas other non-green parts did not synthesize the food. That is why they did not show this coloration. So this is a test for your presence of chlorophyll. Now the next activity which we will be studying is carbon dioxide is essential for photosynthesis.